Hey everybody, so as you can see, we are not in my bathroom anymore. I'm actually in my daughter's room, so don't mind the artwork and stuff on the walls. Not my room, my daughter's. We did this artwork together. Not that anybody cares, but it's been a little while since I uploaded. It's probably been about a week or two. But today's video, what it's going to be about is the question I get asked the most, which is what can I eat after a full mouth extraction, what should I avoid, and what are some creative things. Now I made a list because we all know if you watch my videos I go off topic. So I'm just going to read right from the list, and before we begin with this video I would like to say, remind everybody I do have Instagram. If you would like to private message me and not have, like something you want to ask me, in the comment section and have it public. If you want to private message me, I do have Instagram, and that'll be linked in the description below. So let's get right into some things we can eat. So obviously, Jello, yogurt, things like of that nature, the meal replacement shakes, but those don't really cut it. And it gets so frustrating, and it's hard to stay healthy after you have a procedure done like this. Even if you're just getting not a full mouth extraction, but even just some or partial, it's really hard to find stuff you can eat and stay healthy or even stay full. So I put together this list. It's what I ate. So, you guys probably might not like it, but there's some ideas you can play with them. So the first thing I want to say is cream cheese was my best friend, because there's so many different flavors and it's filling. What I would do is leave it out and get it kind of soft. Don't microwave it or anything. And I would just eat about a spoonful. Kind of gross, but it is what it is. And I did the same thing with sour cream. I mixed, after I started healing a little bit, I mixed that with, like ground turkey or ground beef or any type of ground meat, as long as it's finely ground, like sloppy Joe style. That's okay to eat because you can kind of swallow that whole. Another thing that I was a big fan of was, the applesauce wasn't cutting it. So what I did was I baked apples and put some cinnamon on it, kind of mashed them up, made them nice and gooey. Tasted like apple pie. Put some Cool Whip on it, you're good. And baby food, the banana and strawberry one, I know it sounds gross, but it does have a lot of nutrients in it, and it's good for you, so maybe baby food. Also, mashed potatoes and casseroles. You can do so much with those, especially scallop potatoes if you don't cook them all the way. They're really good. Now, avocado, I would mash that up, and I also ate a lot of guacamole. And hummus. Hummus was so good. I lived off of hummus as a kid, so that was just a staple in my diet anyways. And there's different flavors of hummus, and you can kind of add your own flavor to it. Like with tofu, which is another thing that I ate. And I made like tofurkey and tofu egg type thing, tofu scramble. Melt some cheese in there, and you're good. Cheese is another thing. Goat cheese, feta cheese, that's really good. And you can kind of warm that up a little bit so it's softer. I did that with tomatoes. Like I chopped up tomatoes real fine, put some feta cheese in there, and just put it in the oven for a little bit, and it kind of softened everything up, and I was able to smash that up, swallow it whole. Now, I know I'm kind of going fast, but that's how I roll. You could also, now if you want some protein, baked beans, black beans, refried beans, as long as they're mashed up, you can eat those pretty easily, and you can kind of add your own flavor. The same with like, hash browns. I mashed those up real fine, mixed them with ketchup and honey, and also french fries, and I was able to swallow those whole. Not right after my extraction, but once I started healing a little bit more. Now, also, I keep saying now, also, sorry, but anyway, bananas, blueberries, and strawberries, any fruit really, but you want to be careful of the seeds. I'll get to that why in a minute. You mash those up, mix them with Cool Whip. Delicious. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You can have fruit smoothies and milkshakes, but just kind of eat it with a spoon. Avoid straws at all costs because you could get, just don't do it. Nobody likes a dry socket. Nobody likes pain in their mouth. So stay away from straws. Another thing is like biscuits, but not cooked so that they're crunchy, but just kind of soft. And bread. You can dip that in like gravy. I doused mine in gravy and like broth and a lot of butter. You can just kind of break that apart and swallow it whole. And then, back to the broth. Any type of broth, really, you can just eat or drink. And it kind of does fill you up. Now, butternut squash, carrots, things like that, if you cook them soft, and you can season them, like, with me, I put cinnamon on everything and butter, and then mash them up real good. There you go. Another thing, sorry as I look down, like cheesecake, any type of cakey stuff, you can swallow that whole. Now, I keep saying now, forgive me. Cold cereal, it's another thing. You can take cereal, your favorite cereal, put a lot of milk on it, and just let it get really soggy. And just kind of push that on the roof of your mouth and you're good. Let's see here. Oh, canned peas and cranberry sauce. A little bit more flavor to your diet, and that's really easy to eat. It's easy to gum. It's easy to swallow. Let's see here. Oh, eggs. They will be your best friend. Let me tell you. You can make them scrambled, fried, poached, egg salad. And they go down the hatch real easy. You could eat tuna fish salad too. That wasn't on my list, but I ate a lot of tuna, and that was easy to go down. Just make sure you mash everything up. You can even do that with like the canned chicken and make like chicken wing dip. Not too spicy though. I'll tell you why in a second. But, as long as it's finely mashed up, you'll be able to swallow that whole. Frozen yogurt. Mac and cheese, especially homemade, that goes down real easy. And pancakes, waffles, don't overcook them, make them nice and soft, douse them in syrup and butter, cut them up real fine, and you're good. Also oatmeal. I put a lot of brown sugar and butter on mine, and I make it with milk and really soggy. You could do the same thing with grits, but that might be a little too gritty. But it is what it is. Sorry if I ran through that really fast. It's just I've been attempting to make this video all day, and my daughter's been wanting to play non-stop. So kind of rushing, but hopefully you guys are getting the information. Now, to avoid after dental surgery or even implants, tomatoes or tomato sauce. They are acidic, and it can cause, burning or pain immediately after, dental surgery. Another thing is orange juice and other acidic juices. You want to kind of avoid those, like ingesting those immediately after a dental surgery, because that can cause burning and pain as well. Anything acidic, stay away from. Also carbonated stuff, that will hurt. Now seeds. Anything that is seedy, it could get stuck in the surgery site, which can cause a lot of discomfort and also infection, and nobody wants that. And speaking of things getting lodged in, the extraction sites, things like that, cracked pepper. I love cracked pepper, but you want to avoid it because that can get stuck in there. That did happen to me because I put cracked pepper on my chicken salad, and it got stuck in there, and it was really uncomfortable. And I don't know, maybe you could get an infection from that, because when you get stuck, just don't. Now, spicy foods. You want to be careful with those, because that can also lead to pain and discomfort. and you're already in enough pain. You don't want to deal with that. But if you want to try some spicy foods, I did, because all I eat is spicy stuff, really. Just kind of try to swallow it whole and drink water afterwards and do a good, kind of rinse. And an obvious thing you want to stay away from is crunchy foods, because, or anything that's too hard to eat. That can interfere with the blood clotting and the healing process, and that will just kind of make your journey even that much longer. Now, one last thing I want to add is, I'm reading from my thing here, so excuse me. Let's see here. Now, a lot of people will want to use mouthwash to kind of rinse out their mouth and get it clean. You don't want to use that following surgery, because it significantly interferes with the healing process. Now, I know some dentists, if you talk to them first about like a mouthwash, they will prescribe a safe wash, a rinse, like Paradex, I believe it's called, if you want, a good rinse. Other than that, just do the warm water, salt water rinses. I hope this video wasn't too quick for you guys, but I already explained, I got my daughter wanting me to play, and I'm in her room with all her toys, but she's downstairs with the dog, so she's having a riot. And so, that is that video. I know it was kind of quick. I know I kind of ran through it, but I stayed on topic this time, which is hard for me to do, but I made notes. I stayed on topic so I could get this done and out there for you guys. Now, if there's any questions or videos you would like me to make, please leave a comment down below. Private message me at my Instagram, which is going to be linked in the description. It's Spyda, SPYDA _Liz, LIZZ. And, I get back to everybody, so you can go ahead and do that. I also would love for you guys, if you have any more questions, to please check out my Journey to a Better Smile. That is my good friend, Danita. She is wonderful. She's my YouTube sister, and she's helped me through a lot. I don't know if she realizes that, but she's truly a blessing. So go check out her channel. A lot of you probably already know, but she's like the queen bee of all the denture tricks and everything. So go check her out. She's awesome. Alright, so I guess that's it until next time. I hear my daughter calling me. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. And if you want to see more of this face and this messy hair, check out my channel and see if I uploaded anything for you. I talk with my hands a lot. I really try not to do that, but what are you going to do? Okay, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Alright, remember, keep on smiling no matter what. Peace.